Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to your part 2 of the reading. So we've had something interesting happen. If you've been on my channel before, you know when things like this happen. I was pulling your cards for the second half, and I noticed that when this happens, when I see two backs, it means that there's something unseen. There's something not seen and needing to like look closer, just like how we were talking earlier with the owl and the sun energy. So I usually don't go ahead and do like these for the second half, but just to kind of like take a peek at what's not being seen. Okay. Okay. The Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so this is really just a... Oh, and then the Two of Cups is under that. Okay, I understand. There's like a beautiful connection between you two. There's this Two of Wands energy. It's talking about this dynamic again. Seeing from above, like what someone else, it's like you're looking at someone else and you can see that their like thought process or the way that they, weren't we talking earlier about like the way that they talk to themselves? It's this dynamic. It's repeating this dynamic here. I need to get these guys. You see what I'm saying? Ah. Oh my God. Okay. So it's this dynamic repeating itself again from a higher vantage point or higher elevation, higher vibration, looking down and being able to see that someone is in this Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's like entrapped in their own like stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like their own fog. And so it's repeating that again. That message is being repeated, that you can see, because this one can't see. They can't see what they're in currently. And that's why they are experiencing it as this Nine of Swords, all of these energies up here at the top of the card. It's that split energies. And, you know, the Eight of Swords talks about having, like, in order to get out of it's like you kind of have to do it yourself. Like, she doesn't realize that there's all of these swords around her that she could utilize to help free herself. You know what I'm saying? So you're the one that's kind of like, okay, look, just back up a little bit. You know, there's this thing behind you that you can like scuffle yourself on and you're going to be free. That's what it is. But you can't do it in a very direct way. You kind of have to, they have to like figure it out for themselves type of thing. They have to figure it out for themselves. So your presence and watching them and asking them questions and getting them to, you know, pull that energy out is what's helping to free them. You're helping to free them. Okay, so the second part of this reading is dealing, you know, the first part was talking about kind of like the work that you're doing to help others. And then the second part of the reading is talking about, well, it's talking more about you. It's almost like there's not an acknowledgement on your behalf of like of your abilities, I guess is really what it is. Like because you're coming up as the Fool energy, and in the previous reading, I was talking about how you're like an unsuspected teacher. Well, the Fool is characterized as kind of like a naivety energy. So it's unexpected that you would be teaching someone else in this Fool energy. And I almost feel like I'm starting to question now, is this actually another person or is this actually you? It's like you're not accepting. Not that you're not accepting or you're not, it's like you're the one that's not seeing it. You're the one that's not seeing what it actually is for what it is and not what it's supposed to be. So perhaps I feel like you think that it should be something that's more like over the top, like glamorous, very super magical. That's what it's coming up as. You want it to be this incredibly magical experience, and it is actually that, but you're not seeing it that way. You're seeing it as very like mundane, like the tree energy. Like you're seeing it as, well, they're just planted in the ground. They don't, it's whatever. It's a tree. But you're not see. It's almost like you're not seeing the own magic like that you're doing. Okay, because you're showing up here as the Nine of Cups, which is it's coming up as like, you're very satisfied. It's coming up as like you're just going about like your day, right? You're just kind of like at the whim of the things that come along your path, in a sense. And with, I don't know, there's something up with like the way that there's something up with like the way that he is presenting himself that is almost like blocking his own view of like his own magic, like your own magic. Okay, I'm just gonna press on for a bit. All right, so that is in the center of your reading, and then this is the split. There's a split in your energy, in your energy. So you feel as though you have all of the things that you need, especially fulfillment wise, like you are fulfilled. But it's the 9. Again, another 9. So you have 3 9s here. And what that's telling me is that you're seeking, even though you have all of the things that fulfill you, there's something else that you're looking for. You're looking for something to kind of like take it over the top, take it to the next level, but have it be very like grandiose and spectacular, and this like a movie. That's what it's coming up as, like a movie. And like Mary Poppins. Okay, here we go. I was like, okay, I was gonna get there. But it's like Mary Poppins. Like Mary Poppins comes in and she brings the magic to those little kids, right? Like she brings them on it. It's like that's what you're wanting it to be like. You're wanting your effect to be like a Mary Poppins-esque type of like dreamscape extravaganza. And it is that, but you're not quite seeing it for what it is. Okay, so because I'm seeing you in one direction, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. There's that tree that's like just planted. And this is you like going along your life, regular old life, nothing super magical. Like even the colors in this are very subdued. It feels colorless, like a colorless reality. It doesn't have the magic. And what you're looking for is this Ace of Cups. You're looking for the magic. And I kept getting here when I was, scrying it a little bit before I deliver the message, is that, do you see this like little, it looks like a cube of sugar. And I'm remembering in the Mary Poppins movie that like a spoonful of sugar helps medicine go down. So what it's telling me is that like sugar to me is equivalent of like love. The love is the magic. Love is the magic. So you're looking for the sugar to like help. Well, I guess this one, weren't we speaking about how you are bringing this one, the medicine or the antidote? And so in order for this process here, in order for this transmutation from the Nine of Swords, from the nightmare into this beautiful, lavish life, the Nine of Pentacles, the sugar is kind of like the key to helping that medicine go down. So the antidote, right? It's helping for the integration. So it's love. Love is going to help to bring that integration. And that's what you're on this search for. It feels like you've been on this search for quite some time. The search for this magic. It's like love magic. Because this here is very it's very like heartfelt. Like you're wanting to come in and like save the day, rescue them from the tragedies of their nightmares. And you're doing so out of love. That's what's bringing about this like night to day transition here for this one. And then, so we have that's like kind of in the waking life. And then in this other section, the other split, it's like, this is now in your dreams. So this is what I'm seeing here. We have you, right, in the waking life. It's in the pinnacle energy, so it's very earth realm. You've got this emblem, the horse emblem here on your shoulder, the tree in the background. But then what I'm seeing is here, when you transition into this other realm, which I want to say is the dream realm, it's like all the things that you carry with you, like on the daily, kind of like the tools or the things that you carry with you, they are coming to life. in this other realm, in this like dream realm. So you have this horse here that's, you know, on your sleeve, and when you come into the dream realm, it's real, it's alive, you can ride it. It's not just a small like token in your bag. This is talking about tokens. It's like if you have a token bag or like a little satchel that you collect a bunch of little trinkets and stuff, all of those trinkets are coming alive. They're coming alive in your dreams. And that's it's like that's what you're not seeing that. Oh, are you this is okay, I get it. I feel like you're not seeing it because you're not in your okay. You're not in your dream space. You're in somebody else's dream space. Because you're going to other places. That's what this is talking about. You being like this like dream traveler. It's like you're going through other people's dreams. You're okay. It's always in like the last couple of minutes of the reading that I finally get it. Okay, so you are like this dream traveler, and you're going into other people's dreams and you're helping them face their nightmares so that when they wake up, they are fully integrated. This is so fucking remarkable and beautiful. They're fully integrated and they can just, you know what I mean? Like they can experience the magic of their life, but you're not seeing it in your own because you're not in your dream space. You're in someone else's dream space. And okay. And that's this energy here, this above, below, it's coming up multiple times. It's coming up here, well, you know, here. It's coming up in this one too, right? But here, it's coming in one card, meaning that this concept has like joined in together. It's like it's making sense to you. It's like this well, I guess purpose or ability that you have is now solidified, and it's now making sense to you because now it's being presented in one card. And it's talking about like you being, well, this Two of Pentacles here speaks of like being a bridge. I often see it as her being a bridge from like higher realm things to lower. We were talking earlier about like lower realm or was I speaking of the underworld or under? I can't remember. But you're that bridging energy. You're the one that helps others to kind of bridge that gap within themselves. And when you do so, it's returning, it's helping them. It's like you are a facilitator of like love magic. And so it's like you're bringing the magic to them. You're bringing the magic to them so they can join this themselves, with themselves. They're becoming whole. Their energy is not like fragmented or like segmented into all of these different nightmare, hellish entities that like provokes them during the night. It's like you're teaching them how to like love on the nightmare. It's like instead of coming out, it's kind of like, because if you were to ignore the nightmare or try to fight it, then it never actually gets integrated. You see what I'm saying? So you're teaching them how to integrate those energies, but through love, through sugar. Okay. So this magic and like it's kind of coming up as like action adventure stories. It's very fantastical, like fantasy. All of that is actually taking place, but you're not necessarily seeing it because it's taking place in other people's dreams. So in a sense, this is fascinating. In a sense, you kind of don't really see the effect of your magic until like someone comes to you and tells you like what they dreamed about, because there's an eagle in the background of this came out in the Capricorn reading. It was talking about transitions from, I can't remember. Anyways, but it's like, unless they were to come and tell you, that's the only way that you're experiencing, or at least getting the knowing that, because it's the 10th cup. This 10th cup is coming in, and the 10 talks about, well, your wish fulfillment with another. So it's only when that they bring this Ace of Cups to you that you now have, like, that's the next thing. That's the next thing, is your acknowledgement that your life is magical. There is magic all around you. And you're seeing that in evidence based off of other people's dreams. That is fascinating. So I want to, because there's something a little like, it's not, for me at least, I'm feeling like it's not satisfactory, because you're not able to actually see it yourself. You're experiencing it through someone else. So it's like, even though they're telling you the story, they're telling you like what happened, and they're telling you how you helped them through all this stuff, overcoming their nightmares, you're not, there's the feeling that you get when you're inside of the dream. It's like, that's the part that you're not experiencing, and that's the part that you're wanting to experience. And I want to find an answer for you as to how you can I don't know. I want to find an answer for you as to how you can actually experience this. How can you actually experience what like they're telling you? And I want to say it's when you are in this state. I'm not talking about like putting yourself in their shoes or anything like that. What I'm saying is, like, when you find yourself in this state where you're having nightmares and, you can't see, like, and you're there, and look closer. That's what it's talking about. look closer at when you have nightmares and when you have things that are going on in your dream space. Is there someone that is coming in to help you? Is there someone that's coming in to help soothe you from your nightmares and, you know, like detangle your crown and ask questions about what's going on that in that nightmare and getting you to a point where you're like integrating that? That's what you need to, that's what you're, that's how it's gonna come into your awareness. It's almost like you're getting it through someone else. Like you're that person for them and they're that person for you, type of thing. Does that make sense? I hope that that makes sense. It feels very unsatisfactory to me, and I want more. Like, because I want it to be this, I want it to be very like grandiose and like magical, and that's what I want it to be. But it's not. That's what we were talking earlier before about like the tree. Like you want it to be this type, it's supposed to be like this, but in reality, it's actually like this. Like look at it for what it actually is. That's what this white owl and sun card is saying here. It's like seeing it for what it actually is. So it's almost like having conversations with somebody else who like who dreams with you. It's like at sometimes they come to your dreams, right? And you guys experience all of this stuff and then you go and tell them, right? But then sometimes you go to their dreams. It's like you can't see it. You can only see it through the other person is what it's referring to. That's fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks, Sagittarius, for allowing me to read your energies. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you next time.